Almost every family in the Mourns are connected to working with stone.
In Mourne, you're either a fisherman, a farmer, or a stonemason. There wasn't anything else.
The Mourns, to most folk, are an area of great scenic beauty, and they're really unaware of just how much man has actually impacted on that scenery. If you actually take the trouble to just slow down a little bit, open your eyes and look around, you'll find evidence of the works of man all around you, particularly as regards granite work.
I would say 70% of the families in this area, when I was young, was working with stone. I'm one of 3 brothers that's still working at stone, and I have 3 sons working at it now as well. None of them wanted to do anything else, only work at stone.
To get the best out of a stone, you have to see the easiest way in the stone, and that would be the reed. You learn it from older men. You watch them, they tell you. If you're taking it off the hard way, that's not going to be easy to cut it. So you have to look for the easiest way, or you'll not get away with it.
My father was a hard-working man. In the evenings when I come home from school, it was one of the things that you went out to him and he would give you a hammer and chisel or something and told you to do something with that stone, and you did it. And he would have come and looked at it and told you whether you were doing it right or wrong.
For hundreds of years it was all Mourne granite. There was no other stone around. Farmers, whenever their crop finished, stones, brought them into the mountain, worked them. Granite drew down from the mountains, used, sent to London and all over the different parts of England and Britain to be used for curbs, coin stones, sets for the street. That's been back generations now, but the older people, they depended on the granite to feed their families. They had to go and work in the mountains, there's no other way.
If all the walls in the 9 counties of Ulster were put together, they would embrace the world 3 times. So I think the majority of embracement within the Mourns. First one I made was back in '58 with my uncle, and that's how it taught me. I was 2 years working with my uncle before he'd let me place a stone myself. So there's a lot to be learned from these walls. It isn't really a hammer when we're working with these stones and dressing these stones. It becomes a cutting tool, because with the hammer you hit with the flat of the face. With the hammer we use the edge of the hammer. Now that hammer has to be sharpened by a blacksmith. And it's not just a matter of hitting the stone, it's what you call it like wood. There's a grain in the stone, and you must see that grain and know how that stone's going to break. See, these walls are hundreds and hundreds, maybe 1,000 years old, some of these walls. Every time you handle a stone from an old wall, you wonder, who built these walls? Was it a relation of mine? And then you get a stone that was cut, that means a stone that split in 2. and you get that stone, and you know that stone was cut with a wedge, and that was a wooden wedge. They bored the hole in the stone to set the timber beside the fireplace to dry out, to hammer the timber in, and they watered the timber, and they waited to see if the stone open. You see a lot of history in one wee ditch.
My grandfather was at it too, my father was at it. He was up in the mountains, up in the quarry, getting the stone out, bringing it down here to the yard. He loved just to be at the stone, and whenever we came out of school, we always had a job to sharpen the tools.